Hey everyone, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Drivin and Vibin.
Today is Friday, so we're going to continue our 5 for Friday series. This week, it's all about our favorite waterfront boondocking sites.
These are all going to be free sites. We've camped all over the country and we picked out 5 of our favorites, and they cost nothing to stay there. And we'll start out with number 1, and that is Snake River, right near Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, this is right on the south entrance of Yellowstone National Park on Snake River. The sites are just a stone's throw away from the beautiful waterfront. And uniquely enough, they had the cleanest vault toilets we've ever seen.
Yeah, they're pretty remote down like a really long gravel road, and there's a few different spots along that road. And the spot we stayed at was very close to the river. You have accessibility to fish or maybe see some wildlife there. There were bear boxes available, but the sites were rather small in the spot we stayed at.
And the further back you go on that road, the harder it is to take a big rig down there. So we would not recommend taking big rigs down there, but it's perfect for small trailers, truck campers, van campers. The biggest downfall for this site is that there is no good internet connection on any network.
Yep, but that's kind of comes with the territory with national parks and areas around those big tourist areas. Those towers are bogged down and it's just pretty much impossible, so you mainly go for the experience anyways, but if you need to work or something like that, just keep that in mind. You probably won't get coverage down there.
The next site, number 2, is one we just stayed at recently, and that is Junction City Park in Texas, and it is on a beautiful river.
Yeah, so it was right next to a river and a dam, and it was a nice little park there. They had a baseball field and frisbee golf and things like that. So we really enjoyed our stay here, and we're actually quite surprised how beautiful these sites were.
Yeah, they had tons of water spigots to fill up water across the park, and also they had sites for any size rig. So if you have a Class A or a travel trailer, anything, you can definitely get a waterfront spot here at Junction, Texas.
Yep, and it was located right off of I-10, so it was an easy little stop off if you're on your way through, and we got great cell coverage the whole time we were there.
Yeah, definitely. This next one is one of my absolute favorite boondocking spots of all time. It is in Glacier National Park, and I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It was
Blankenship
Bridge. That's it. Yeah,
is what it was called.
So Blankenship Bridge, and it is right on this beautiful stone riverbed.
Yeah, and this one is a little more difficult to get to, and if you have a rig bigger than ours, it's probably a little too hairy to get down there. But if you're a tent camper, truck camper, van camper, something like that, then it is a great spot. Not many people are down there because it is for smaller rigs and tent campers, but it is right on the riverbed. It is beautiful, and we really enjoyed the spot.
Yeah, so the river is moderately trafficked, though, and it's going to be on the opposite side from where you camp, but it's fun to watch because the whole day these boaters and kayakers and rafters enter the river right from across the stream, and it's really cool to watch them go, watch them fish, and we even got really good cell service there with our WeBoost.
Yep, it was fun for me to just sit my chair out in the morning and watch people launch their little kayaks and floats across the river and watch them float down and go fishing and things like that.
So the next up is Quincy Lake in Washington, and this was a little gem we found right on the eastern side of the Cascade Mountain Range.
Yeah, so the sites were really private and spread out. When we were there, these really pretty purple flowers were blooming all around the lake. They had vault toilets available there as well.
And we did get very good cell coverage there, so because it's not far from the interstate. I can't remember what interstate it is, but it is easy to access. Any size rig can fit down there, but the farther back you go, you start having to navigate some kind of up and downs. That might be difficult, but if you have a big rig, just stay near the beginning and you should be good.
The one downfall of that site was we visited it right during a concert, and some people had trashed the park a little bit. Hopefully it's been cleaned up a bit since then. We tried to do our part while we were there, but just keep an eye out for, you know, glass or things like that for the partiers around there.
And this number 5 is one of the most recent waterfront boondocking sites for us, and that's Magnolia Beach. This is, I mean, an amazing place to boondock because all the amenities
Yep.
and the location.
Yeah, so it was right on a bay, so the waves and everything were very mild. The tide didn't fluctuate too much, so you could park right next to the water. And the ground was really compact because it was these crushed oyster shells instead of sand, really. So like any size rig would be fine to drive on it. Plenty of room to spread out.
Yeah, we saw many Class A's down there while we were camping. And one of the biggest perks is that it has a great bathroom facility with free hot showers.
Which is unheard
Yeah,
of.
and these showers are private, so
Yeah, they're
each one,
individual.
individual shower doors. You can go in, take a long shower, hot water. We never ran out while we were there. So.
Yep, and there were pavilions all over the place with picnic tables and trash receptacles all over the place. So it was a pretty sweet setup.
Yeah, we highly recommend that one. But if you want to find out the exact GPS coordinates for any of these spots, click the link above, and that'll take you to the article where you can find out more information and the GPS so you can camp there yourself. And also, don't forget to watch our playlist of all these other free camping sites we've been to.
Yeah, and if you have been to any awesome free waterfront and camping spots, we want to hear about them too. Please share those in the comments below. Give us all some great ideas of some places to head to if you found any hidden gems yourself. And thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Later on.